Ladies and gentlemen, we're joined today by Bill Hardy from Superior Livestock. We're just going to visit with Bill here for a little bit. We're in Mitchell, South Dakota for the marketing program that was put on here this afternoon, and Bill was on the panel. We appreciate him joining us. Bill, tell us a little bit about what you do and a little bit about Superior Livestock.
Well, I've been with Superior Livestock for 24 years, about a year after the inception. I'm a regional manager and representative for Superior Livestock. We, let's see, well, we are now the largest auction market in the world. We have several sales a year that'll have over 200,000 head of cattle on them.
Okay, and so different than what maybe I grew up with in terms of a livestock auction when we hauled our calves to town and sold them at a public auction. You're selling them through a video auction, and the cattle really don't leave home until they're actually sold.
Cattle never leave the ranch until they're delivered in the fall. If we sold them in August for October delivery, they stay right there on the place until we ship the cattle in October. This is an advantage to our buyers who love it because the cattle are never exposed to any outside influences. They come right off the cow or right off the feed yard or directly to the buyer. They're fresh is what I'm trying to say, I guess.
Sure. So if they're available on the video auction, they're available to people all over the world. Tell me how many potential customers do you have at any one auction?
Well, at any one auction, we have a lot of customers that come and they're on the floor, but the majority of the bidding comes through the telephone. We have 26 phone lines that come in that people can call in and bid on, and right now we have over 7,000 registered buyers throughout the United States.
And how many cattle did you sell last year through Superior Livestock Auctions?
Oh, Lord, I don't know. I know it's over 1.5 million. Pretty close to that or a little more.
Yeah, so it's a lot of cattle. How much ahead of time does a producer, if they're thinking about maybe selling cattle through Superior, how much ahead of time do you need to know and start working with them?
We need approximately 10 days lead time to get the cattle filmed and in our contract to get that information in the catalog and up on the internet so our buyers have time to review it in time for the sale. So normally it normally figures about 10-day lead time in order to get the cattle sold.
Okay. And you'll send someone out from Superior to do the video work, and then they'll boil that down. They'll actually get down to, what, 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes of video footage?
Yeah, we try to take about 10 minutes of video when we film the cattle, and then our editors, it's sent back into Fort Worth, and we have a group of editors that have been there for a long time and know exactly how to make the cattle look their best, and they edit that down to about 1.5 minutes. We figure it takes about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes to sell a lot of cattle.
And so if folks sell on a Superior auction, what is the cost to the producer to sell through your auction?
The cost to the producer is a flat 2% commission on the gross proceeds plus $2 a head. And that $2 a head has just come into effect the last couple of years because of rising costs like everybody else has. That's video, that's satellite time, that's reps time to film the cattle, editing time, et cetera, et cetera.
And so then if I decide I'm going to sell my 200 calves and I come in and for whatever reason I'm not satisfied with the bid price, I can no-sale those cattle. What would I still owe you at that point?
That no-sale fee is at $2 a head, I believe.
Okay, very good. Any suggestions that you'd have for a producer that's maybe contemplating this and hadn't tried it before?
Well, they can get a hold of me, or they can get a hold of either one of our offices. There are 800 numbers on our website. And also, the website will show the representatives in each area of the United States. We have the United States divided up into 5 different sections. And when we have an auction, we sell in those groups. We'll sell Region 2 cattle, then we'll sell Region 4 cattle, then we'll sell Region 3 cattle. So you have a buyer can kind of pick the region that he wants to buy cattle out of. He doesn't have to sit there all day and look through all the cattle in Florida and Mississippi if he wants to buy a Wyoming cattle. So
do you sell all types of cattle? You sell feeder calves, fat cattle, cull cows, open cows?
Well, our basic Our basic program are cow calves and yearlings and feeder cattle. We do have a breeding stock section that we always sell at the end of the sale, one day, if we have over a one-day sale. Fat cattle we do not sell. We have just recently started a new dairy cattle auction.
And is there a minimum number of cattle to sell through the Superior Livestock?
We have to sell in load lots. And so you're looking at 49,000, 50,000 pounds. So if you have a 500-pound calf, you're looking at about 95 calves or 100 calves in order to make it work right.
So if I'm a smaller producer and I just happen to have 50 calves, can I join in with my neighbors and we go together and sell 100 head?
You certainly can, as long as the cattle are like cattle, and both the you and your neighbor kind of agree on a price. We'd like, I don't want one to sell 50 head and the other one said he didn't want to sell, so we'd have to no-sell both lots. But normally when we have that situation arise, everybody's in agreement and both lots of cattle are sold.
Okay. Do the cattle need to be age and source verified?
We can sell, anything. We have several programs. We've been an innovator in all the value-added products, age and source verification, all the vaccination programs, select sire programs, NHTC, drug-free. We can sell any type of animal as long as we describe it right in the contract.
Very good, Bill. Appreciate you joining us today. Thank you for giving us your time.